It is my pleasure to now welcome you to the premiere of our brand new work, Parivaar. Before I invite the performing artists on stage, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about why I wrote this piece. For those of us who live far away from our motherlands and from our blood relatives, the word family takes on new meaning. Family becomes the people who are around you, the people who you celebrate with, the people who are there for you when you need help. Your community becomes your family. That's how it's been for my family and for so many of the South Asian families in Minnesota. We have found that family in our local friends and found home in this beautiful, beautiful state. A state that has many families of artists who work together, many relatives who form artistic companies together, and many, many more artist ensembles that become families over time. This is the story that we are telling in Parivaar. It's a story about an artist and her chosen family, a story about a budding relationship between parent and child, a story about one generation of artists and the next, a story of love, learning, and community, which are, to me, three of the essential ingredients to art making. This new piece, Parivaar, has been created with playwright Sravya Tadepalli, sculptor Ganga, Durai, filmmaker Jensen, who filmed on site for this project at the Landmark Center and Hidden Falls Regional Park right here in St. Paul. So I will invite those artists at the end to join us for our bows so you can see and recognize them. And finally, Parivaar is brought to life by the incredible performing artists premiering this piece. I invite them now onto the stage. Hobert, Praseed Balaji, Sandhya Ramaswamy, Ritika Ganguly, all the way from Ohio, Srinidhi Puchha, Marc Anderson, and the one and only Dipankar Mukherjee. Thank you to all of you here for being my loving and supporting family. Here is Parivaar.
Once upon a time, in the place of clear water, there was a woman, an artist, who lived on the banks of the great river. The woman lived a life of freedom, dancing, singing, and creating in the pursuit of joy. Her chosen family was made up of her friends, the art makers of her community. One day, she saw something floating down the river. It was jasmine flowers. But the flower petals rearranged themselves, and suddenly a baby appeared. She picked up the baby and looked around, but there was no one else there. She went back to her village, where she asked every auntie and every uncle if the baby was theirs. But every auntie and every uncle said it was not. She went to the Hindu temple, the local mosque, the church, and the city hall. But nobody knew whose child it was. And some advised her not to take the baby either. If they were found in the river, who knew what kind of a family the baby came from? But the woman didn't care. The baby was beautiful, golden brown, with blossomed cheeks. They would be her child. And each night she looked into their eyes and sang.
सो जा बच्चे सो जा हीरे मेरी जान मेरी जान सो जा राजा सो जा सोना मेरी जान सो जा सोना सो जा करना सो जा राजा सो जा सोना मेरी जा सोना
सो जा सोना
सो जा राजा
सो जा राजा
सो जा कन्ना
सो जा कन्ना
सो जा सोना
सो जा
मेरी जा मेरी जा मेरी जा मेरी जा
सो जा बच्चे
सो जा हीरे मेरे जान
The baby didn't stay a baby, but grew into a child, the perfect age to begin to learn art. Each day when the mother met with her artist friends, she took the child with her, and the child would admire the smoothness of the mridangam and pluck the strings of the veena in fascination. They would stare at her stomping feet as she danced, Tei hat tei hi, tei hat tei hi. Encouraged by their interest, Ma started teaching her child all of the traditional art forms. Or she tried to. She tried to teach them dance. Then she tried to teach them painting. A little exasperated and frustrated, she nevertheless tried to teach them music. Ma took the mridangam and played. Come on, she told her child, play this. The child took the instrument and tried to play. That's not quite right. Try again. No. There is a tradition. There's a tradition to follow. You have to play the phrase just like I played it. No, you don't need to see what's inside. You don't need to see what's inside. No, don't play with the instrument, Chotu. Focus. Play the phrase correctly. No, stop. No, focus. Chotu, stop. Don't. Chotu, do not do that. Chotu, just focus. Do not play incorrectly. Chotu, stop. Chotu, play correctly. Chotu, how could you break an instrument? The instrument is God. How could you do this? Ma tried to repair the instrument, but was not able to. And tears appeared in her eyes. The child was shocked that their Ma, who they saw as an unbreakable rock, seemed to have the same emotion they had when they were upset. The child picked up the instrument and tried to fix it. Their Ma snatched it back. Ma, I'm just trying to fix it. It's just broken. Like this. Maybe if you put a duct tape on this end and then put this together, or just glue it. Leave it. Chotu, just leave it. I will just need to get a new one. Come on. Let's get you dinner. Ma did not know what to do about her child. Was the child not disciplined enough to study dance or painting or mridangam? Could they not hear what they were playing was wrong? Were they not gifted enough to pick up the arts? Was the instrument a toy to them? That day and for many days later, Ma sat in front of her idol and prayed to the goddess who had given her the gift of art. Ma said, "Goddess, what am I supposed to do for a child who does not care about learning your gifts?" As the child grew up, they grew distant. People commented about how the looks and talents of the mother differed significantly from those of the child. As the child became a teenager, they started to avoid their mother, spending hours away from home in the hidden falls. Ma grew anxious as she noticed how little she saw her teenager, how often they were away in the woods. She noticed how their hands had grown calloused. One day when she caught them leaving the house early in the morning, she stopped them Where are you going?
Why do you care?
I'm your ma and it's only fair.
I'm an adult. I can do what I like.
Just tell me why you're going every day. Hey, where are you going?
Why do you care?
I'm your ma and it's only fair.
I'm an adult. I can do what I like.
Just tell me why you're going every day to the forest for a hike.
You don't believe in me.
That's not true.
Well, the neighbors, they say I'm not related to you. That I break tradition. And that my art lessons were a waste of time, too. They say I'm not from your caste, and they were silent when I asked, what does that mean? It's better if I'm not seen.
I do not care where you came from or your family name. You're my child, and our soul is the same.
I am not good enough. My hands are too rough. And you told the goddess that I didn't have your gifts.
No.
Even you think I am a misfit.
No, Chotu, my prayers were said in the frustration of being a mother. Something you will understand if you must take care of someone someday. You see, I just love music. It connects me to the divine. It gives me meaning and purpose to my life. But I don't know what to do or how to help you if you were more interested in what was inside of the drum than the sound it makes. Yet how do I force you to do something you hate? To be a mother to you, I need to understand you. I need to know what you care about. Tell me, Chotu, what have you been doing in the woods every day? The child took out an oddly shaped instrument. They had made it and had been working on it for weeks in the woods. Ma took the instrument from the child and tried to play it. Ma looked in awe at her child, ready to make their mark on the world in their own way, seeing, touching, hearing what a child had created. Ma finally realized that you didn't have to be formally trained step by step by step in order to become an artist. But you could develop as a creator just through exploring. This is beautiful.
But Ma, it's so different though. What tradition does it belong to? It's too unique, too much, too unusual, just like me.
The uniqueness of your instrument and your uniqueness in this community is needed in this world. Do you know that in Hindustani music we have the tabla? But before the tabla, there was another drum called the pakhavaj, a two-headed barrel-shaped drum that we still use today. But someone had the idea to split it in half, and we got the tabla. Every new idea starts like this. Even the ones that seem very old and traditional. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you ever felt you needed to hide this gift from me. If you love doing this, you should just keep doing it. You should go out in the world and learn and explore freely. And know that whatever you pursue, you always have a place at home with me. With her blessings, the child set off to start their life as a maker of instruments and explore new ways and new kinds of music. With the child's blessing, Ma returned to her rich life, artistic life, with one notable addition, a new drum, which she called Bala Sangeeta. For she had learned from a child that art and expression could come in billion forms. She played and danced and laughed and lived merrily. She had no shortage of new ideas. There was endless inspiration for her. And she always looked forward to the days when her home would again become a home for two. And now, thank you so much. And now, friends, let's put our hands together for the beej, the seed, the curator, the thinker, the dreamer, the conductor, Shruthi Rajasekar.